Elijah that is to come. Elijah's head was threatened to be taken away by the Spirit. It's the time on the clock of God where Kairos time meets Chronos time, and it's about to happen that the heavens release the Christ. It's about the 4th day. God is so precise in His timing. If you read Genesis chapter 1, it was on the 4th day that He made the sun, the moon, the stars, the heavenly bodies.
Good stuff.
Up to that time, He made the things that come out of the earth. A day is like 1,000 years, 1,000 years like a day. On God's prophetic calendar, on the 4,000th year exactly from Adam to the day, the sun was put in the heavens. Jesus, the Son of Righteousness, made His appearance. Where did the light come from? The previous days, because the Bible says there was night and there was day. If the sun was only made on the 4th day.
Come on. That's it.
It came out of His mouth.
Right.
When He said, let there be light, it was the light that came out of the mouth of God that illuminated the skies and the earth until the 4th day. God was prophetically sending a message to the earth. For the first 4,000 years, the only revelation that you will have, the only light that you will have, is the word that proceeds out of my mouth. I will illuminate your darkness for 4,000 years by the word that comes out of my mouth.
Good.
And the 4,000th years, in the fullness of time, I will put Jesus, the Son of Righteousness. I'll hang Him in the heavens. The moon is a type of a woman. She goes through cycles. So does the moon. 30 days, 28 days.
That's right.
4 cycles the moon has. And it goes back to the beginning. The moon marks times and seasons in the earth. You have the prophetic call in your spirit. You just know it's time.
Yep.
How do you know that, baby? I just know.
Know it. Yep.
There's something that's not right there. It's time and seasons. It's time for us to move. We must relocate. It's time for us just... How do you know that? I'm starting to work that 1 + 1 = 2. And it's just like, let's go. Because your thing's about timing. Your thing's about bringing a thing into the cycle, into the right season, so that it can be connected with the seed, so that life can come forth. The moon has no light. No light.
That's right.
It only reflects the light of the sun.
Yeah. Better say it.
The moon is a type of Israel in that context for the first 4,000 years, who gives birth to the man-child. And then the moon becomes a type of the church.
Absolutely.
But in both cases, it has no light of its own.
That's right.
Father, mother, giving birth to stars, heavenly children, heavenly
That's right.
bodies. Pastor said we are here till 3 o'clock today, so I'm finishing up in 5 minutes.
You're going to turn on me, Apostle. You be out of here. I still be here.
So the picture is, the prophetic picture is, the sun, the moon come together. It's a consistent message to give birth to
Heaven declares glory. That's right.
to give birth to little stars, children. So Joseph. So Joseph says, I've had a dream. And I've dreamed about two realities, the Old Testament and the New Testament. I dreamt about an earthly reality and a heavenly reality. The sheaves that come out of the earth,
Come on now.
bowed, 11 of them bowed before me. Is that like a cue now for me to stop? You're coming in. We're coming in for the landing. All right. Then he says he sees the sun and the moon and the stars. And they come and they bow before him. The sheaves already bowed in the form of his physical brothers and brothers. Joseph is also a type of Jesus. The heavenly bodies has not yet bowed. That part of the dream must still be fulfilled. But Jesus is the firstborn amongst brethren. So he is the first star that would appear. And the wise men said, we saw the star in the east.
Yeah, yeah.
Now we've come to that star specifically appeared. It was a Jesus star. And it stopped at the place where Jesus was. And God's purpose for bringing that Son into the world, S-O-N, is to reproduce heavenly offspring. But the plan was hijacked in the garden because of disorder. So Matthew 13 shows you how Satan, I'm going to this very quickly, 1 or 2 minutes. John the Baptist comes. Satan thinks he is the Christ. There's a story that plays out. Herod is in power. He sits on the same throne thousands of years that Pharaoh sat upon. On Herod's head is also a cobra. Earlier on, or later on, when they heard about this king that was born, he gave the same instruction that Herod gave: kill the babies, release the spirit of abortion. And then you see a picture. The king is on his throne, and a young girl dances.
Right.
She presents her womb to the Spirit in the Spirit. And he's so moved, he says, I will marry you, community of property, 50% of my entire kingdom. I will give you. I want that. She goes to her mother, who, by the way, has decapitated her head because she was the wife of Philip.
That's right.
Right, that's right.
She is now aligned with Herod.